Another batch of 834 Nigerians arrived in Abuja, the nation's capital, on Sunday, following the wake of evacuations by the federal government from war-torn Sudan. The figure consists of 102 Nigerians on board the Taku Airlines that departed Port Sudan and another 322 Nigerians on board the Asman Air from Aswan, Egypt, and 410 Nigerians on board Max Air. The figures make up the fifth batch of returnees to be successfully airlifted by the federal government from the North African country. In all, more than 800 Nigerians fleeing war-torn Sudan arrived at Abuja on Sunday. They were airlifted via Max Air, Asman, and Taku Airlines. On ground to receive them at the airport are officials of the National Emergency Management Agency, the Nigerians and Diaspora Commission, as well as security officials. Right, fleeing a war zone is unarguably one of the worst card life can, deal anyone. But then this is the reality of some Nigerians resident in Khartoum, the capital city of Sudan, where for weeks now a factional war has been raging. Foreign Affairs correspondent Moyo Thomas speaks with some of the returnees in these experiences and life after their return.
It is now about 3 days since the arrival of the first batch of evacuees from Sudan. The returnees describe what they have been through as a very harrowing and hellish experience. 3 days after returning, they are yet to move on and put behind them the trauma they have suffered. Fatia Al-Ilori Adam, a final-year accounting student, says it is not that easy as TVC crew pays her a visit at home.
I could hear gunshots, I could hear bombs and the rest. Then after some days, 3-4 days, they moved from the school area to my own area. Then there was this day at night, we're all in the parlor sitting room just like this. Then we had this bomb, it was very, very, very close to us, and our house shook immediately. Then we all lied down on the floor for some minutes. We're still hearing the bombs and every other things. That day was the very, I was so scared that day because I never experienced such that very day. So we had to lie flat on the floor for 30 minutes or so.
Dealing with the trauma, though, has taken a toll on them differently, as explained by the Director, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and IDPs.
After that trauma, of course, depression, it's actually mental case issues can come in all forms. So right now, we have been able to calm the situation. The doctors in Sudan are taking, we have our own doctors that went from NEMA, from Ministry of Ports, and of course, Port Health. They're already in Sudan. So the ones that are beyond them, of course, they are hospital.
What still is the fact that vendors at the border post also took advantage of them, as a friend who returned with her corroborated.
No water, no electricity, even network was very, very bad, and our parents they were all disturbed at home. It's a public toilet, when you go there, they would ask you, what exactly do you want to do? Do you want to poo? Do you want to urinate? Do you want to wash your clothes? They have particular amount they charge for each stuff you want to do. It was very hard for us to even get money over there because it was very, very bad over there.
We had to bury parts.
Oh.
Because even the toilet is not it's that okay. You just have to manage. The water, anytime I finish bathing, I used to itch my body because the water is bad. But then,
was it the Sudanese that managed that border when they was managing the border?
Yeah, Sudanese.
So they were the ones selling things at exorbitant price, collecting that money.
Yeah. They know we don't have a choice. They know we don't have a choice. And they know Nigerians. They used to feel in Sudan, they feel Nigerians anytime you go to the market, Nigeria, dollar, Nigeria. So they feel we have money.
For those that returned after them from Port Sudan, the story is not any different.
I've never really been in such a kind of situation before. It was, to me, I don't think anyone else should actually live in such kind of place. I mean, look at my body. It's all filled with mosquito bites, even my face and all. At night, it was really hellish sleeping. During the day, even I slept on a skeleton without any mattress. So it was not something to really describe or tell people about. Yeah.
Relief, according to Fatia and her friends, started on the 7th day when they were able to cross the border into Egypt. Then only was the Nigerian government able to reach them with food, water and other essentials.
And when I was at the Egypt border, I met the ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Noor Arami. He treated us very, very nice, and he really accommodated us at the border in Egypt. Yeah. After crossing to Egypt, he treated us very, very nice, and he accommodated virtually almost all of us over there.
Arrival in Nigeria also meant total care by the federal government, as the Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, after profiling, ensured those who could not return home immediately had a place to sleep. There were buses lined up at the airport to convey them to their hotels in the central area of Abuja, where they were handed keys to their rooms until they could return to their families. Part of the concerns was on their education, but the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development says plans are underway.
So right now we are talking with the Ministry of Education to come up with a way to to streamline their work so that they don't lose the years of study they have. And that policy arrangement will be announced very, very soon.
Government has not relented in its effort to return all stranded Nigerians as more airplanes are evacuating them. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.